I heard the doctor say, "We have a very sick baby here. We need to get Pegasus." And I do not know why I knew what Pegasus was, but I looked at my husband and said, "They're going to get a helicopter?" And this was the beginning of what was probably the most scary night of my life. My third child, Timothy Wayne Schneider, was born here in Winchester, Virginia. We walk into what I now know had become a quick pediatric intensive care unit at the Winchester Medical Center. Moments later, everything went into crisis. They were going to transport him to the University of Virginia Medical Center, where they have a pediatric intensive care unit and a tremendous cardiology team for pediatrics. We, at about 10 o'clock, took our son down to the helipad at Winchester Medical Center and put him on the helicopter. This is probably one of the most amazing moments of my life, in that I turned around. The doctor had just said to me, "We can't guarantee you that he will be alive when you get there."
OKV has always made us a priority, knowing that our missions are urgent and making sure that we have fuel in a timely manner so that we can be ready for the next mission. As an aeromedical ambulance, we respond to scene calls, which would be landing in a field for a farm accident or on a highway for a car accident, and then taking those patients to a hospital which has the services that they need. And then the second part is called interfacility transports, where we would take someone from a smaller hospital and transport them to a larger hospital. It may be a certain service such as trauma services or cardiac services that they aren't able to provide at that smaller hospital, and we move them in a timely manner so that they can get the services they need.
It is essential for us, because we are rural, that we have those aeromedical services close to home so that we can provide critical services to these patients and critical transport needs, whether it be organ procreation, or maybe it's a trauma, maybe it's a super sick patient. So we have a lot of services here at Winchester Medical Center, but there are some services that we have to outsource for, and it allows us to get patients and or other organs or whatever that case may be to patients further away in a more timely manner that we could do for ground.
My name is Nick Sabo, and I am the Executive Director of the Winchester Regional Airport Authority. Our support for aeromedical services really begins with communication. We serve as really the main conduit of information between Valley Health, the operators, the crew, any ground support personnel, for example, with the ambulance services. We provide direct support to these aircraft in the way of fuel, ground power, other aircraft services as necessary. We always staff accordingly to ensure that we can fully meet their needs. When it comes to aeromedical services, the criticality of these operations is always top of mind for us. We know that we must deliver a competent professional service every single time. If not, it's truly a matter of life or death, and that's how seriously we take it.
Winchester Regional Airport has supported our mission multiple times to get those life-saving teams in and out of Winchester Medical Center.
Our airport has navigation aids that enable aircraft operations in really any weather condition. We have safe and secure parking areas that facilitate patient and cargo transfer quickly and easily. With our new terminal building, we actually have 24/7 access, so the pilots, the crew, the doctors can rest and prepare for the flight ahead.
When we do what's called IFR flights under instruments, we need places to land, and Winchester is close to the hospital, so we could do an IFR mission into the airport and then transport by ground the rest of the way. So it allows us to take patients even when the weather isn't quite as good. If air medical services were not available in this area, it would definitely be detrimental to the communities here. There are many rural communities and smaller hospitals in the area, and it would take a lot longer to get those patients to definitive care. It would increase morbidity and mortality, leading to worse outcomes, up to and including death in some cases.
When we got to the University of Virginia, he was in surgery at that time, having his first cardiac catheterization, and then 3 days later he had open heart surgery at 13 days old. He survived, and he is a thriving 34-year-old man today with 2 young children of his own.
Regional airports are essential to the health and safety of our community.
It is everything. We wouldn't have him today if it wasn't for that service. No doubt in my mind that he would not have.
Air medical services will be transformed by next generation aircraft and their ability to deliver these services in the future. Here at the Winchester Airport, we're undertaking a significant amount of capital improvements to be able to support these services, whatever they may be, as we build the airport of the future.